Something that you might not know about me is that I am a person who lives in the present. I rarely think about what's to come, and I rarely think about what has already passed. My friends look at me and they're like, how do you do that? How do you just live in the present? And I'm like, is this a good thing? Because I am a planner, but I go by list, I go by calendar, I go by reminders. I am not really thinking about what's to come. I just literally pour in to the present, live in the moment, live in the present. And I ask my friends, I'm like, is this a good thing or a bad thing? And they all say, oh, it's very good. So I'm just going to take it in as if it is a good thing. The problem with being somebody that lives constantly in the present is that dates, holidays, and celebrations tend to creep up on me without me even realizing. So, you know what it means. It means that this time of the year, this season, things are creeping up on me and I'm not aware of what's happening. It is time to start thinking about Christmas presents and planning holiday get-togethers and all of the things. And I need to get my act together and think about these things. So, what better episode to create and to put out there for you other than 10 minimalist gift ideas that aren't wasteful? Because as I go into thinking about buying gifts for people, this time of the year always pulls on who I am as a person, as someone who has chosen to be a minimalist, not by just title, but by my very identity. And I have, lots of experiences of why I have chosen this, why I have taken on this identity of living a minimal lifestyle, of living a very simple lifestyle, very mindful and intentional lifestyle. And so when the holiday season comes and when birthdays come and Christmas comes, it always pulls on me and I'm always at war with myself of what do I do? And so I know that it makes my family happy to participate. It does bring me joy. It does bring me happiness, but I am not a person that is driven by stuff. Stuff and gifts is not my love language at all. I am like a level -20 on gifts. Gifts, if you want to give me a gift, spend time with me, do something with me, rub my back, tell me that I've done something great, that you like. I am a big words of affirmation person. That is probably my #1 love language. And then the second being physical touch. So sit by me, touch my side, and tell me how amazing you think I am and how whatever I created looks pretty. I always tell my husband, if you want me to think you love me, kiss me and tell me I'm beautiful. So I was thinking, okay, how do I approach the holidays from a minimalist point of view? How do I stay true to who I am and not get caught up in the marketing and the consumerism, in just like losing myself to the traditions? And so I always say having a plan, going in, being mindful of your purchases, being a conscious consumer and not a mindless buyer is really, really important if you want to stay true to your minimalist lifestyle. So before I get into all of that and share with you the 10 things that I am probably getting my kids this year for Christmas, I want to remind you, if you need help and reminders, we're talking about reminders of resetting your home. I talk about this a lot on this podcast because it's so important. Slowing down, and that's another episode I'm going to do soon, is teaching you how to slow down, live an intentional lifestyle, and it will keep your home cleaner and more clutter-free, okay? So if you need that daily reset checklist, that daily reset reminder to help you to reset your home before you go to bed at night, it is a very simple checklist. It is simple as resetting the areas in your home, and it lists out different areas that you might want to consider resetting before you go to bed at night. I always say start with the first area, which is your kitchen, reset your kitchen, and then you'll be able to have a better tomorrow. All right, go to Habits and Home to download that checklist, and let's dive into today's episode, which is 10 minimalist gift ideas that aren't wasteful. Okay, so in this episode, I am mainly focusing on kid gifts. Now, you can take these ideas and apply them to adults, but I'm mainly focusing on kids, and probably within the range of like 5 years old to 18 years old. And I really feel like kids that are younger than 5, they don't need a lot. They are happy with the most littlest of things, and Christmas is already so magical to them, and they're probably overwhelmed with all of the festivities anyway. Keep it really simple for those little guys. So for your guys that are probably school age and they're looking at all their friends getting all of these gifts, and they feel left out, and you feel the pressure as moms and dads to still participate in the holiday. You don't want to boycott it completely. Now, I probably will do another episode on that as well, because I did boycott Christmas one year. It didn't go so well. Okay, so I'm mainly gonna focus on your school age kids and what you might want to consider giving them this holiday season as gifts. Okay, so number 1 is PJs. That is an awesome gift that's not wasteful. It's super minimal, and your kids probably need some new PJs. Now, if your kids are like mine, you really don't wear PJs, and your one pair of PJs is probably Christmas PJs that your kids wear all year long. My boys take off their gym shorts and sleep in their underclothes, and I don't even know what my daughter wears at night because she's completely self-sufficient. She's only 14 years old. So this is a great time to get your kids some new PJs, and it makes it really fun for them, creates a fun tradition, and it's not wasteful. It's also very, very minimal. Okay, number 2 is an art set. Oh my gosh, I love art. Now, in a couple episodes recently, I talked about decluttering your crafts. Well, allow your kids to be artistic if they desire to be artistic. My son, he is almost 12 years old, and he's recently got into Art Hub for Kids? Or Art Kids for Hub, I don't know exactly. And anyway, it's on YouTube. It's a great channel where they teach you how to draw, and they teach kids, and it's really, really cool. And he's gotten into doing art at his desk. I've set him up his entire desk for his homeschool, and he's really enjoyed getting into that. So that might be a good idea for your kids as well. Get them an art set. Number 3 is a trampoline. Okay, my kids love a trampoline. I say a trampoline is a must-have for any kids. It's a great way to get your kids outside. It gives them something to do. It lasts forever. It is a toy that lasts years and years. We actually got a trampoline from an older gentleman that was at our last church, and he gave it to us. It didn't have any sides. It was a very old school, heavy duty trampoline. I really hate that it's broken, because you just can't find them that good anymore. So it has worn down. It has, the bars are broken on it, and the kids are still bouncing on it, and the pad has rips and holes in it. So I always say that a trampoline is a must-have if you have kids. It is the best gift, a very minimalist gift that lasts for years. So if you are someone who is adventurous like us, who's not like super worried about your kids getting hurt, I mean, you can get a trampoline that has sides on it, but our kids are just tough. They're just tough as nails kids, okay? So that is definitely something. So the next something that goes along with that is another idea. Number 4 is a membership to a trampoline park. That is a really, really cool idea that you could do for your kids. So if your kids love jumping on the trampoline, and you want to be able to take them there during the day and maybe have a mom break while you're working from home or while you're just relaxing. A membership is super affordable, very, very cheap. Ask for discounts. And if you're a homeschool family, ask for discounts for that as well. All right, number 5 is to replace any gear for the hobbies that your kids enjoy. So for my daughter, it's getting any gear for her horse riding. For my son, who is into motorcycles, motorcycles and four-wheelers. It's buying any parts to repair any of those things. Anything that your kids are interested in, buy new gear that may be worn out or getting old and they might have grown out of it. Like my son who is into soccer, he had to have a size 4 ball. Well, now he's older and he needs a size 5 ball and soccer season is about to start. So hello, that's a great idea for a Christmas gift, is to get him a bigger size soccer ball. So think about any gear that your children have, hobbies that they need for their hobbies. Think about replacing the gear that they need to do their hobbies. Number 6 is family indoor games. So this is like board games, card games. My kids love playing Uno and what is that game? BS at the dinner table. That is a time that we eat dinner, and while we're eating dinner, we play a game. So think of any family indoor games that you could buy for your family. Last year, I got my son a dartboard, and it just feels like family games or games like that, they don't ever get old. Even if you put them up and you don't play them very often, if you're just standing there and you're bored, you'll just end up throwing darts. And eventually somebody else will come over and they'll start throwing darts with you. So think of any indoor family games that are timeless and that you can enjoy with your entire family. That goes into outdoor family games. So this is number 7, outdoor family games. So I was decluttering for a sweet client recently, and he was getting rid of a croquet set. And I was like, oh, I would, if you're not going to use that, my kids would love that. And he willingly gave it to me. I brought it home and my kids were like, what is croquet? And I was like, oh, it's so much fun. And we play it often as a family. So think of different, like badminton and tennis. We recently got some tennis rackets and my kids are always asking if we can go up to the tennis court to play. So much fun. So think of any outdoor family games and any equipment that goes with those games. It's not wasteful. You're having fun together and it's very minimal. Okay. Number 8 is a portable Bluetooth radio. So if you have older kids and they love listening to music and they like listening to music in the shower, like my kids, and they like listening to music while they're riding their horse or while they're working on their four-wheeler or anything like that, a portable Bluetooth radio would be a great idea for them. Number 9 is a camera. So an instant pick camera, I think that's what it's called, where the film pops out. My daughter loves it, but she broke hers last year. She had just gotten new film for her camera because she got it a couple of Christmases ago, and she accidentally dropped the camera. It was not her fault at all, and now it doesn't work. So that is definitely a great idea. Kids, you're fostering their creativity and you're giving them a hobby other than just sitting in front of a TV or sitting on their phone or their video games. You're allowing them an outlet to be creative, to make memories and to capture memories. And it's a really cool art form. So you're training them young to be able to be photographers and to see the world through a lens. It's really, really awesome. So consider getting your kid a camera. That's a very minimalist gift that is also not wasteful at all. And the last one, number 10, is to replace anything that is old or worn out. So have your kids outgrown their tennis shoes? Have they outgrown all of their clothes? Those are great ideas, not wasteful at all, and is very minimal to take care of. So anything that you have seen that your kids have been playing with that are old, worn out, or they've gotten broken because they are well-loved items, those make great gifts as well. So I'm gonna go back over those 10 minimalist gift-giving ideas that aren't wasteful. Number 1 is PJs. Number 2, an art set. Number 3, trampoline. Number 4, a membership to a trampoline park. Number 5, replace any gear for the hobbies that your kids have. Number 6, indoor family games. Number 7, outdoor family games. Number 8, a portable Bluetooth radio. Number 9, a camera. And number 10, replace anything that is worn out or old. All right, I hope you enjoyed this episode, this Christmas seasonal episode. I hope it gives you some ideas. I really want to encourage you to be mindful going into Black Friday deals and after Thanksgiving sales, and really be a mindful consumer. Be a conscious consumer. Don't just buy because everyone else is buying. I want you to really think about who you need to buy for. Write some ideas out. I actually have a gift giving guide that I will link to the blog post, this very blog post. So make sure you scroll down to the show notes to grab that free gift giving guide. Go ahead and make your plan ahead of time so that you are telling your money where it needs to go. And it is mindful, it is minimal, and it is purposeful, and it's not wasteful, okay? You don't want to have any regrets after the holiday season is over, and you want to see your kids enjoying the gifts that you've given them the entire year long. All right, friends, I hope that you have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm so thankful you are here and that you're joining me on this journey to be minimalist moms who want better habits in their home for themselves as well as for their family. All right, I'll see you right here next week at the Habits and Home Show.